that tomorrow we're supposed to be celebrating the March for St. Patrick's Day, right? The real March for Ireland happens today because it's Ireland says no. All of the anti-austerity groups coming together and saying Ireland says no to poverty, to austerity, to gambling, to the bondholders, to the bankers, to our Irish government who've sold us out, right? To suicide, to ill health, to everything that has been presented to us as the illusion of what life is.
Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a travelling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business. One, two, three.
Shame on ye, RTE. 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 Shame on ye, RTE.
I would have been here even if I wasn't working for TNS Radio. Basically, RTE have promised in their statement, their mission statement, to tell the truth to the Irish people, and the Irish people are paying for the privilege of them to do so. You know, they're working for us. But the journalistic qualities, for example, nobody here today has actually had anyone from RTE coming and asking us why we're here. So that would be a start of do they actually care? Do they want to tell the truth to the Irish people? Do they want to ask us why we're here, even if this is a trivial situation to them? There's anti-eviction issues. There are people losing their homes because of the austerity measures. Banks are being bailed out while people are being bailed out of their homes. So there's a lot of problems I would have personally with our RTE presentation of what's going on in Ireland at the moment.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Aisling. I'm also known as the Girl Against Fluoride. I'm running a nationwide public awareness campaign with the view to getting the fluoride ban from the drinking water. Also, I suppose the reason I'm here is because, you know, RTE coverage and things like that, especially with the radio shows and TV, we're not getting the coverage that we deserve. And if we did get the coverage, we would have to keep campaigning about this issue. It would be finished fairly quickly. So I'm here. Hopefully we'll go inside the studio and actually, you know, be able to speak with some members of the staff and let them know, because I think we're all very disconnected from each other. I mean, they're just people inside there as well at the end of the day. Yeah. Obviously they're being, you know, they're, I suppose, controlled to a certain level that they're not allowed to show these issues, but I just think if we bring it to them, hopefully we'll start to actually, you know, wake up the staff as well that are working in these, you know, departments of RTE. So that's why I'm here.
That's great, thank you so much.
Can you tell me what do you think is stopping people from becoming aware of what's going on? Or
Fear.
Why?
There is only one word, and that is fear, because it's pounded into them on radio, on television, on newspapers, that if you play the good boy, if you keep paying your mortgage, if you keep paying the money, we won't come down as hard on you as what we will on those radicals. I mean, we were going through the High Court one day, and one barrister said to the other, who are they? And I listened, and they said, they're the protesters. We've never protested in the High Court. We don't need to protest, right? What we're doing is we're using the system legally, lawfully and respectfully. I protest against nothing, but I will stand up for myself, and I'll bring as many people as I possibly can to stand in their own power in every sense of the word. So the whole structure needs that people stand up. The media keeps us down. It keeps us the opposite way. It's like, I have a friend, Barry Fitzgerald, who's amazing in Awaken Ireland, and what he talks about is the field. And it's like the field, we're all in the field, but the field is surrounded with all these people on megaphones. And these megaphones are bounding at you all of the time. That's the media, right? That's the government, that's the media. They're bounding at you, telling you, you have no hope, this is the only hope, this is the only way, this is all you can do, this is where you're limited, this is a law, but it's not a law. It needs you to ratify it. But anything that's not rebutted in law stands as truth. So if you don't stand up against something, then it stands as truth, right? And all these megaphones are going all of the time. right? And then you have a couple of us who are like lone voices in the middle of the field saying, no lads, that's not the way, this is actually the way, it's a completely different way, this is all an illusion. Do you know, what's the film about the guy who was living in a world and it was all being controlled and he didn't realize?
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show. So it's a bit like the Truman Show. It's all being fed, and you know when Truman started to wake up and he started to see things, right? It's a small bit like that. When people are in fear, there's called fight-flight. Fight-flight means that you don't use your frontal brain, you only use your primitive brain, and primitive brain is about ducking and diving, right? So when you're in fear, you can only duck and dive. So that's a blissful place for a government or whatever to hold you in, because you can't think. You can't think clearly, right? You can't work out the future, you can't make decisions, it's completely out of your power, you're constantly ducking and diving. So that's what the fear consciousness has actually done. It's made people duck and dive rather than take their life into their own hands, take control. For anti-depression there are the 3 C's, and the 3 C's are commitment, challenge and control. If you don't have control of your own life, right, you fall into depression. If you're not committed to something positive, you fall into depression. And the third one was challenge. If you're not being challenged in some way, you fall into depression. Now fear takes all those 3 out. You're out of control, you have no more control in your own life, you have no challenge left in your own life, you just lie down and do what you're told, and you're committed to nothing. What we've done is the complete opposite. All the anti-austerity groups, giving people something positive to connect with.
Okay.
Dermot Murphy from Debtoptions, and he's going to tell us a bit about why he's here at RTE today.
I'm here with RTE because they won't give any fair coverage to Debtoptions. They're a new party that's starting up in Ireland, a party for the people, and it's a party that's based on how it works in Switzerland. And we feel that RTE is not giving Ben Gilroy from Debtoptions proper coverage. They are giving coverage to all the other candidates in the elections, but not to Ben Gilroy. I feel that this is unfair, and that's why I'm here today.
And Ben Gilroy is going to be running in the Meath elections coming up now, the by-elections.
Yeah, he's already out today canvassing. They're very busy. They're getting a very good response at the doorsteps, and everything is looking good. So we're just hoping that we can get him in and hopefully get change in this country as soon as possible. Because these politicians are not working for us, you know. 80% of our laws are coming from different countries. DirectDemocracy.com or DirectDemocracy.ie.
And they're on Facebook and Twitter as well.
Twitter as well.
That's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We're here with Tricia from the National Demand
Licensing Campaign. We're outside here in Dublin in RTE here today. We went in looking for their licence, which we know they don't have. And National Demand Licensing Campaign, which can be found on Facebook, is following all that up and proving that their licences are fake.
And what does that mean for the regular person in the street?
Well, it means that they've been basically making money from you, you know, for no reason. You have a driving licence, they issue all these licences. We met two security guys at the gate there, and they have a licence from PSA. They've also been debunked on National Demand Licensing Campaign. They don't have the authority to issue a licence, and yet they're charging these guys to do a security course and to issue them with a licence, which they have no authority to issue, you know. So we want to see RTE's licence here in Dublin.
RTE, shame on you! RTE, shame on you!
weather comes in straight off the North Atlantic here and the hailstones sting their faces. But every Sunday for 100 weeks in a row, the people of this little community have protested, outraged at how the pension funds and institutional investors who made bad bets in Irish banks have been able to get their money back from an impoverished public. One way or another, all of them have suffered because of the bank bailout.
Don't believe anything that you're being told here. There is a lot of dissent in Ireland. There is a lot of dissent in Ireland. But people in this country are not being told the truth. They are not being told the truth of what is happening here. We're being told that this is a very complex thing, the bank bailout and everything else that happened around it. There is absolutely nothing complex about it. It is as simple as this. There is 69.7 billion euro of private bank debt was foisted on the people here. It is that simple. It was foisted on us. It is unprecedented. It has never happened to this scale anywhere in the world before. But you are not being told this. Know it. Spread that word. RT are not here today. TV3 aren't here today. You know, we heard during the week, a lot of you I'm sure heard the Michael Lowry tape. Apparently they didn't hear it on RT because there has been one word about the Michael Lowry case. You know, so there is only one thing we can do, my friends. This is all we can do here. They are bypassing us. RTE, the newspapers, they're all bypassing us. So we just bypass them. It's as simple as that. And we spread the word through local media, because there are a lot of local media around the place. Local media, go on, get on your local radios, get on your local newspapers, get on your regional newspapers. That's one way. And the other way is social media. Get on the social networks. Follow each other. Everybody follow each other and spread the word about what's happening here. Yeah. We have at the moment we have Tralee, we have Skibbereen, we have Killarney, we have Cork, we have Ragone, we have we have Cove, we have Dundalk. We have Ennis, we have Turner, we have Norway, and they're all at the moment starting up their own protests saying no. And I believe that we have to gather under this one green banner here. The Ireland says no to bank debt. Because so much of what's happening goes back to the bank debt. So much of what's happening here goes back to the bank debt. So that's the first thing that we have to do. We have to gather under that one banner, which follow each other. I'm at Ballyhea 14. We have a page, Ballyhea Bondholder Bailout Protest. Start your own pages. You don't have to have a big crowd. 4, 5, 6, 10 people will do. The important thing here is to start this in every town and village in the country. And in about 2 or 3 months, we come back and we meet here. But we meet here as a nation. We meet here as a nation. And we're saying one thing is what we're saying. One thing, one word. One word. Ireland says no. 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 Thank you very much.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest, I don't want you to riot, I don't want you to write to your congressmen because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being, God damn it! My life has value!